Am I on the air?
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear. Highest necks on the cloud. Am I in the air? Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better. Voltron transform to DX Don Mega. And off scene, you probably think I'm nice, cause I flow like a stream to your wireless device. And the smoke full of steam on any given night. I'll short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out, Don. You gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air.
Well, what is going down, my friends? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? I'm your host, Don Mega, and I welcome you to the show. It's season 18, episode 24, and tonight's show is titled Dora's Kitchen. That's right, Dora's Kitchen, because we have two movie reviews for you. We have The Kitchen, and of course we have Dora and the Lost City of Gold. That's right. And on top of that, and those are spoiler-free, by the way, on top of that, we, of course, get you caught up in all the latest and greatest in entertainment news, TV, movies, reviews, trailers, the whole nine. This is where you come to get caught up every single Monday, every single week to week, with what's going down in the world of entertainment. So let's not hesitate. Let's not waste any time. Let's jump right into it. And we're going to start with the movie reviews. Let's start off with The Kitchen. Now, this is a movie that is based actually on a DC Vertigo comic book, which a lot of people didn't know about that. Even hardcore comic book fans didn't even know that. And you wouldn't expect it, because this is not a movie with anybody superpowered or anything like that. It is basically a mob movie. Melissa McCarthy stars in this with Tiffany Haddish and Elizabeth Moss. And their husbands end up going to jail, and they cannot support themselves anymore. And of course, they're a part of a mob family, so the mob family says, hey, we'll take care of you, don't you worry. But of course, they don't end up really taking care of them. And this takes place in the 70s in Hell's Kitchen, New York City, so that's why it's called The Kitchen. And they end up basically taking matters into their own hands and becoming a mob of their own. I will say, I really, really dug the trailers, and I was stoked about this one. I thought great casting. I did find it very interesting that they gave comedic leads a movie that's not very comedic. There's not much comedy in this film. It is pretty straightforward. But, you know, I was like, cool, the trailers look good, I'm down. And I enjoyed the movie. I did not enjoy it as much as I had hoped to. I did not enjoy it as much as the trailers had kind of set me up to. But I did enjoy my time watching it. Like, it's one of those ones that, let's say, if I compare it to buying it, I wouldn't buy it on day one, but I'd buy it if it went on sale for like under $10. So I hope that gives you an idea. When I talk about the theater experience on this one, this is a movie I don't think you need to run out to the theater to see. I think this is a great streaming movie. This is a great movie to watch on digital in a couple months when it comes out. But, you know, save yourself a couple bucks, and I don't think you need to rush out to the theater to see this one. Overall, I think the performances were really outstanding in this film. Melissa McCarthy, I know a lot of people come out of this film saying, man, I didn't know she could act so well. She can, you know. Yes, she usually does pretty silly comedies and over the top, but when she turns it on, she turns it on, and she was great in this movie. I thought Tiffany Haddish was great in this movie. She was not the normal Tiffany Haddish that you've come to know and expect. Elizabeth Moss was great. You know, I know she's riding the wave of The Handmaid's Tale right now, and she's just awesome in this. So overall, it's a good movie. I would give it 3 out of 5 stars. Would I have wanted a little bit more? Yes. Could it have been more? Yes. I know this was a first-time director. It is an August movie, and it kind of makes you understand why they put it out in August. So overall, though, like I said, decent time. Don't need to run out to the theater, but I would check it out on streaming when you get a chance. So there's The Kitchen, 3 out of 5 stars. And then, of course, we go to our kiddie-friendly movie of the week. And, my daughter is 5, and she didn't really watch much Dora the Explorer growing up. She caught episodes here or there every once in a while, sometimes, because it was always on Amazon Prime. So if she was on Amazon, she maybe clicked it and watched a couple, but she was definitely by no means a Dora fan. But when this trailer came out, she was really into it, and she was like, I want to see that movie. And I thought it would kind of go away, but every time we saw the trailer, she still wanted to see the movie. And Friday night, I said to her, do you know what movie came out this weekend? And she's like, Dora and the Lost City of Gold. Now you know something when a 5-year-old can spit not only the title, but the subtitle of the movie, The Lost City of Gold. So I was like, okay, you still want to see it? And she's like, yep. So we went Saturday and we checked it out. And I'll tell you, it's actually pretty damn cute. I didn't really want to see this movie whatsoever. My wife wanted nothing to do with this movie. She was like, you guys go have fun. So we had a daddy-daughter movie time. And but I'll tell you, I was pretty surprised at how funny the movie was and how much heart it had. I mean, it's a silly-ass movie, but it's intended for kids, right? It's intended for kids that grew up on Dora the Explorer. It's PG, it's harmless, and it was perfect for her. My daughter loved it. She laughed so hard, and I'll say, man, the first half of the movie is really, really funny. And then it goes a little corny in the second half to be nice. But at the end of the day, it was a great film for her, and that's all that really matters. She gave this movie 5 stars, but she always gives everything 5 stars if she liked it. But, I'd say 3 out of 5 stars. It was good. I definitely recommend it. You want to go have some family time and you want to watch something fun and just, harmless, then definitely check out Dora and the Lost City of Gold. Isabella Mona, who plays Dora, is fantastic in this movie. This girl is going places because she was phenomenal in the Mark Wahlberg movie Instant Family that came out last year. She was so good in that movie, and she's great in this. She just plays it just so much from the heart, and I just can't wait to see her career advance in the future. She's awesome. Some really funny, just side characters, and yeah, there you go. I mean, I don't know what else I could say about Dora the Explorer, the movie, but it's a fun time, man. Bring your kids and enjoy some good family quality time. All right, so there's your 2 movie reviews of the week. The Kitchen, 3 stars. Dora and the Lost City of Gold, 3 stars. 2 good movies right down the middle here. Good for that August venture. All right, and with that being said, let's switch gears and let's get into the news of the last week. All right, so we got the Game of Thrones dudes, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss. They have signed a big overall first look deal with Netflix. That's right. And remember, these guys are supposed to do Star Wars movies. Now they're doing a bunch of Netflix stuff. Very, very high in demand, so congratulations to them. Edgar Wright's new movie is being set for September 2020. That's right, September 25th, 2020. The movie's going to be called Last Night in Soho, and that's all we know about it. But that's when it's coming out, so there you go. Taika Waititi is going to be directing a top secret movie for Fox Searchlight before he does Thor 4. So, wonder what that will end up being. The Madam C.J. Walker series has added Tiffany Haddish, Carmine Jogo, and some more to the cast. So that is coming soon to Netflix. I love this casting. Wesley Snipes has joined the Coming to America sequel. That's right. It's becoming more and more real each week that we are actually getting a Coming to America sequel. I never thought we were going to get it. This was such a rumored movie for so long, and now we're seeing all the casting, and I'm loving it. So I cannot wait. Bring me Coming to America 2. Yes. Michelle Williams has confirmed that she will be returning for the Venom sequel. We got an update from Brian K. Vaughan, who has an update for us on Why the Last Man TV series, so you can check that out if you're interested. Christopher Landon is reuniting with Blumhouse Pictures for a new horror movie that they're going to be putting together. American Crime Story Season 3 is set to cover the Monica Lewinsky, Bill Clinton impeachment scandal. That's right. It's going to be pretty insane, but that is what your next season of American Crime Story is going to be all about. Half of the new movies that Fox is going to do could actually be going straight to Disney Plus or Hulu as they move forward. So that's right. Remember, Disney has acquired Fox, and some of these projects that they had already guaranteed to go into production, things that were wrapping up filming that never got released before the company sold, might actually just go straight to the streaming companies. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. Kei Oyegun is set to write Children of Blood and Bone for Lucasfilm. That's right, Lucasfilm doing something a little different. So they're going to be adapting that. Tom Hardy is very involved in the writing of Venom 2, confirmed by Andy Serkis. So yes, Andy Serkis says that Tom Hardy is very, very involved in the sequel. He's helping write the script, and he's very invested into the characters. So I love it. I heard similar stuff after Part 1 came out, and I think he had some beef with the director, and that's why he's not coming back. And now we have Andy Serkis, so I think we're going to get a really cool Venom 2, man. I'm getting more and more stoked for this movie. We have the first trailer for Haunt, which is a new Eli Roth horror film. We have the second trailer for The Addams Family, the upcoming animated movie. Paradise Hotel has been canceled over on Fox. We have the future confirmed for Jussie Smollett over on Empire. That's right. The actor will not be returning for the final season, and this is the official word, because of course it was rumored for a long time, but now we know straight from the boss of Fox. So he is not returning. Leslie Jones, and I got a surprise for you. James Earl Jones is returning for Coming to America 2. That's right. Not only do we have Wesley Snipes and Leslie Jones and Kiki Lane and even Rick Ross, but James Earl Jones and Paul Bates are returning, joining Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall in Coming to America 2, man. I'm so happy that James Earl Jones is returning to this role. I cannot tell you how excited I am once again. Descendants 3 has scored massive ratings for the Disney Channel, so that was another big hit, and I'm sure Descendants 4 will be right around the corner. Let's see here. Tiny Pretty Things. Netflix is looking to do a new ballet drama series based on the book Tiny Pretty Things. Disney's Cruella has added Joel Fry as the henchman Jasper. Rumor Mill's time, the Amazon Lord of the Rings series, possibly to have 20 episode first season. I call bullshit on this rumor, and this is just me. 20 episodes, that's something that network television does. None of these streaming companies, Amazon, Netflix, Hulu, Prime, none of them do 20 episode seasons, and especially of a show like Lord of the Rings, which they're already saying is going to be one of the most expensive shows ever done. You're not going to do 20 episodes. I'm sorry, I find this very hard to believe, and I will be very shocked if that's what ends up happening. Spider-Verse executive producer Chris Miller teases a Sony's Marvel TV universe. That's right. They're going to be doing a bunch of upcoming animated and live-action stuff. That's right. And I quote, "We are developing a handful of live-action shows using Sony's Marvel characters, of which there are like 900 characters. We're figuring out a way to develop the shows so that each are their own unique experience, but they're also related." They also said, "We've been talking to a lot of potential teammates. We're trying to do something not like anything else that's been done on television. It'll be a little while before it all comes together and is on air, but I think it's going to be something really special. Hopefully we'll know in the next few months where it'll be and what the schedule will be." So there you go. They are putting this TV Sony universe together, And yes, it will be interconnected, and there's going to be a lot of stuff going down in this world, and I'm all about it. Let's do it, baby. David Zayas has joined Mel Gibson and Emil Hirsch for the new film Force of Nature. I've always enjoyed David since his Dexter days as Batista. So good to see him getting new projects. James Jordan has joined Angelina Jolie in Those Who Wish Me Dead. Pierce Brosnan has joined Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams in the new film Eurovision. Cal Penn says that they have an idea for Harold and Kumar 4, so we'll see what that ends up being. We have an article up talking about why the new Beverly Hills 90210 has recasted all the stars' real-life partners. That's right, I watched this reboot last week, which is set in the real world, but this alternate real world where everybody plays themselves, but they all have wives and husbands in the show that are not their real life counterparts. Like, for example, Brian Austin Green is married to Megan Fox in real life. Megan Fox is not on the show, and he's married to like a pop star in the TV show. So basically, they just did that to keep a lot out of the real world focus of their relationships, not to, if they want to do something like, you know, sexual or an affair or anything crazy, that it's just TV based, it's not real. And it would have been too real if they got everybody that's actually in these people's lives on the television show. So there you go. Colton Haynes is exiting Arrow ahead of its final season. Basically, it's not really exiting. He is being dropped from a series regular to a series guest. So he'll be in a couple episodes, but yes, it looks like pretty much they've written him out of a majority of the season, which is odd being that Arrow is on its final season. So we'll see how that ends up. Arrow is also bringing back Katana for season 8's second episode. The ratings were super strong for the Beverly Hills 90210 revival as well. The show is called BH 90210, and yes, episode 2 is later this week, and I'm down for the ride, man. I grew up on this show, so I'm anxious to see where this little mini-series takes us along the way. Natalie Portman's new astronaut drama, Lucy in the Sky, is finally getting a fall release date. I believe it comes out in October. Danny Trejo is joining a new sci-fi series called Paragon. Netflix's Mr. Iglesias has been renewed for season 2. David Ayers and talked to direct a World War II tank drama called El Alamein. Let's see. Todd Phillips' upcoming Joker movie is projected to surpass the Aquaman and Shazam openings. They think it's going to do really, really well. In some interesting news over the weekend, I was actually pretty bummed by this, but Universal Pictures has decided to cancel the release of Blumhouse's new upcoming horror film, The Hunt, which was scheduled to come out in September. And it's because of all the shootings that have happened in the last couple weeks. This movie, of course, is about hunting people for sport, and they just feel now is not the right time to release the film. I get it, but to me, I don't feel like it's fair to the people that put all their hard work and energy and months of their lives into a project to have it yanked because of some idiots out there that go effing stuff up. It's a movie, guys. It's a movie, and it's about a weird premise that has nothing really to do other than that there's guns in it. So I don't know. Universal is kind of just putting a stop right now. Blumhouse doesn't know what the future of the film holds, whether it'll just go straight to digital or Blu-ray at this point, or they'll release it later, maybe next year. We don't know. All we know is that it will not be released on its September release date. Paramount Pictures is developing a new G.I. Joe movie from Mission Impossible writers. And when I say a new G.I. Joe movie, I'm saying a G.I. Joe spin-off based on a character named Chuckles. Who greenlights this shit? I don't even understand. We can't get G.I. Joe 3 off the ground, but we can have a Snake Eyes solo movie, a solo movie for the guy that doesn't even talk, and then now we're getting a movie based on Chuckles. Who the fuck is Chuckles? I'm sorry, but I played with a lot of G.I. Joes growing up, and I don't remember Chuckles. So for the fact that Paramount's like, ooh, I got an idea, let's do a spin-off on G.I. Joe, and we'll use Chuckles, of all people. Come on, guys. Do G.I. Joe 3, get the gang back together. Those movies made a lot of money. Come on, what are we waiting for? You got The Rock to join the sequel, and then you did nothing with it. I mean, it's ridiculous right now. Get the shit together. Get your universe together. Bring me Mask. Bring me G.I. Joe with Transformers. Let's bring this stuff together and let's make an impact, man. Come on, Paramount. Get it together. Chuckles. All right. Switching gears. Barb and Star go to Vista Del Mar, which is going to be this really funny movie. I know it. Starring Kristen Wiig with a lot of the same people that put together Bridesmaids. This is their new movie. The release date has officially been set for July 2020. So I'm looking forward to that. Nightmare Alley is going to be a hard R with no supernatural elements. That's what real Guillermo del Toro says, which is funny because all his movies have some kind of supernatural element, but he says, nope, this is just going to be a hard R thriller. So there you go. We'll see how it turns out. The TV show A Million Little Things, their second season gets a larger episode order. That's right. So they will be twice as long in the upcoming season as they were in season 1. Congratulations to The Boys. That's right. I can't hype that show up enough. You watch my Stardust. You've listened to the last couple episodes of this show. You know how I feel about The Boys. And The Boys has become one of Amazon's most watched series and is probably on its way to become the most watched series very, very soon. Such a great show. Season 2 is in production right now, and I cannot wait. Congratulations, much deserved. Netflix's new show, Criminal, has been given a premiere date set for September. Idris Elba is teaming with the Stranger Things writer for Concrete Cowboys. That's right. So there you go. It's going to be the true life story called Concrete Cowboys. Sylvester Stallone had a meeting with Blumhouse. That's right. And there's a possibility, rumor that he might be the lead actor in the upcoming Purge 5. That would be insane. Purge with Sylvester Stallone? Sign me up. I'll buy my ticket right now, man. Let's do this. Quentin Tarantino says he would love to do a horror movie for his final film. We have the new trailer for Running with the Devil, which is a new Nicolas Cage movie. That 70s Show reunion alert. That's right. Deborah Jo Rupp and Kurtwood Smith are reteaming to co-star in a new ABC comedy pilot. Jamie Dornan, Alec Baldwin, and Christian Slater have been cast in the new Dr. Death podcast adaptation series that they're putting together. Let's see. We got the Teen Choice Awards. I know you're so interested in that. We have the full list of winners and everything for the 2019 Teen Choice Awards, which didn't do very well in the ratings last night. I'm not going to read through them, don't worry. But we do have it posted on our social media if you would like to see that. We have your first look at Josh Duhamel as the Utopian for the upcoming Netflix series Jupiter's Legacy, which I'm looking really, really forward to. He looks awesome. He looks straight out the comic book. James Wan and his group, his movie studio Atomic Monster, have nabbed the rights to Nick Cutter's novel The Troop, and they will be adapting that into a film. So very cool. I already got a tweet back this morning when I posted that news, saying that it's a really good book, and they're very interested to see what James Wan does with it. So that's awesome to hear. Nathan Fielder has signed a one-look overall deal with HBO, and he's going to be doing 2 new series with the company. Digimon Hansu, oh man, his name always cracks me up. Damon Hansu is replacing Brian Tyree Henry in A Quiet Place 2. That's right. So, there you go. He's going to be coming into the sequel there. Brian Tyree Henry had to drop out for scheduling conflicts. Very unfortunate. I love Brian Tyree Henry, but Damon Hansu is great as well, so he is joining the film. New Titan Season 2 set photo reveals a closer look at Ravager, so we got that posted up that you can check out. Robert De Niro and Shia LaBeouf are set to star in a new film called After Exile, which is going to be a new crime feature. We have the first trailer for Dolomite is the Name, starring Eddie Murphy. It's a new Netflix movie coming soon. Lifetime's college admissions scandal movie has added Penelope Miller and Mia Kirshner in the lead roles. Congratulations to Missy Elliott, who is going to be given the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award at the upcoming 2019 VMAs. And Shari Headley is returning and reprising her role for the Coming to America sequel. Oh yeah. So more Coming to America greatness. And that, my friends, we did it real quick. that is the news of the week. Look at that, in 23 minutes, man. What a record. That's because I think we did last week's show on a Wednesday, so it's not quite a full week right now, but you know what? I wanted to try to get back to the Monday schedule as we can. We're broadcasting live from the Red Dragons Radio Studios here on Monday, August the 12th, and just wanted to get back to basics here and try to line things back up with our Mondays. Let's talk box office and release dates, why don't we? Out on Blu-ray and DVD tomorrow is going to be Avengers Endgame. So Friggins is finally getting his Steelbook. But Friggins, I've had it on digital for weeks and I've already watched it multiple times. So congrats on your Steelbook. In theaters this Friday, it's another packed movie house. You got Good Boys, 47 Meters Down Uncaged, Angry Birds 2, Where'd You Go Bernadette, and Blinded by the Light. So there you go, man. I will be definitely seeing Good Boys on Friday, and I know I'll be taking my daughter to see Angry Birds 2 over the weekend. She's been asking me about that movie for like the last year. We're going, it's coming, it's finally there. So there you go. Weekend box office, coming in number 10, it's Bring the Soul with 2.3 mil. Number 9 is Toy Story 4 with 4.4 mil. Number 8 is Spider-Man Far From Home with 5.3. Number 7 is The Kitchen with 5.5. Pretty big bomb there for The Kitchen, man. It's the worst ever for Melissa McCarthy and Tiffany Haddish. 5.5. Ouch. Number 6 is another debut. It was The Art of Racing in the Rain with 8.1 mil. Number 5 is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with 11.6. Number 4 was Dora and the Lost City of Gold with 17 mil. They're very happy with those results. Number 3 is The Lion King with 20 million. Number 2 was Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I do want to watch this one still, too. See when I can catch up on that one. That one debuted with a very nice 20.8 million. And number 1, once again for the second week in a row, it's The Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw with another $25.4 million. So very, very cool. Much congratulations to The Rock and Jason Statham. Glad to see them holding down the number 1 spot. The number 1 spot. And that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. I love when we can do a show wrapped up in a nice half-hour bow, and that's what we did here tonight. Thank you so much for listening. Hey, let's do some shout-outs. AmIOnTheAir.com is our official webpage. Follow us on Twitter at AmIOnTheAir. Follow me on Twitter at DXDonMega. Like us on Facebook, Facebook.com/AmIOnTheAir. You're going to get all the news as it drops real time on our Twitter and our Facebook page, especially on our Twitter page, man. You got to stay up. You got to keep up. You can listen to us on Apple Podcast. If Apple's not your thing, get us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google Play Podcast. We are all over the interwebs. Just search Am I on the Air. We're available on Instagram and on YouTube as well. Once again, guess what? Just search Am I on the Air and you'll find us. And thanks to our great affiliates over at RedDragonsRadio.com. RedDragonsRadio.com is the website which streaming a lot of really cool podcasts, all different kinds of formats and forums. We stream 24/7 on there, so check it out and follow on Twitter at Red Dragons Radio. That is it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening. And if you missed last week's episode, go back and check it out, man. Black Superman. You got to check out that episode. It was a great one. And I hope you caught it and liked it and enjoyed it. We've been getting a lot of really cool feedback from you guys on Twitter lately. And I do appreciate everybody that reaches out and takes the time to support and just show some love for this project here. I hope you guys all have a great week. And we'll be back next week to catch you up once again. So take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace!
Bye, everybody. Red Dragons! Red Dragons!